Hello and welcome to Java CS2163 for the fall 2020 semester. This is a unprecedented time with COVID-19. What was originally supposed to be an 8-week in-person section has turned into an 8-week online section, but have no fear. I am here to guide you and help you on this journey. What I plan on doing is producing videos for each section in Moodle. I think this will be helpful to kind of step you through the material, show you, what the important things are, show you what might not be as important but would be worthwhile to check out, and just kind of, give you a broad overview of the topics that we'll be covering. In addition to the overview videos, I plan on creating videos that are targeted at specific topics within the lessons. So let's take a look at Moodle real quick. This is probably what you'll see on the course homepage when you log in. So what I like to do is limit the amount of information that you're looking at. There is a whole other section with more chapters after test 1. But for now, I just want you focused on these areas here, okay? The Start Here section is where you should start. And it kind of outlines the overall course and how things are going to work. We're going to cover 2 Moodle folders per week. So what are Moodle folders? Well, it would be Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 would be 1 week. Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 would be another week. What we typically have is a Moodle lesson that is covered on Monday, and the second is covered on Thursday. Now, those are just recommendations. You can work at your own pace, but this is kind of the target that we're looking for. Once we do get into the test review sections, those are going to be a week long, so those are going to come up pretty fast. Test 1 is right around the corner since we're in an 8-week course. Start preparing now. The course syllabus, we'll get to that in the next video. But for each lesson, what you should do is there's a document in each Moodle folder, and it's the schedule. So for Chapter 1, it'll say Chapter 1 schedule. Open that. That's kind of your guide. That'll walk you through everything. The videos that I'll post to each Moodle folder will also help you step through all of the material. It's important to follow all of the steps. I'll give an example here of how to work through it. One of the big questions I always get is what's the due date for each homework and each test? Really, if you go to the Moodle folder and you click on the homeworks, you should see the dates. The dates will also be listed. Okay, so one of the common questions I always get is what's the due date for each homework and each test? Since this is an 8-week course, it's going to move quickly. So usually we release the homework Monday and it will be due at 11 p.m. on Thursday of that same week. So you can expect Monday evening to have the homework and then Thursday of the same week. Now that is the typical schedule, right? And the second assignment would be Thursday of each week, which would be due at 11 p.m. on Monday. Now, what I've done is I've given you the ability to work at your own pace. And if you want to get all of them done in the same night, if you want to, if you're really bold and you want to get all these assignments done in the same night, I don't recommend that, but you could theoretically do that. So work at your own pace. Don't get behind. If you do submit anything late, you will have points docked. We'll discuss that when we go through the syllabus. I also included some helpful links. So we've got this Think Java textbook, the Greenfoot book webpage, Greenfoot documentations, and the top 10 strategies to succeed. I also have a forum here. This is where I plan on putting any questions I get from you that are relevant and could be relevant to others in the class. So I'll post the Q&A in here as well. Think Java. This is one of the textbooks we'll be using. This is a free PDF for download. So you can go and download this. Mine opens up I'm using Opera as a web browser, but you can definitely download this to your desktop and have it for reference, make highlights, do whatever you want. This is a good book. It's very targeted towards some of the things we're doing. So I thought it would be a good secondary textbook to use. We're also going to use this Greenfoot book. So if you go to this page, they have options to buy it. So you'll probably select the US one. They also give some information here that you might want to click through and kind of figure out what Greenfoot is, how we use it, all that good stuff. And then I also put a link to the Greenfoot documentation, which talks about the book, but it also gives references to the API. So if we go over here, this might not make sense if you've never worked with Java, but we'll be referencing this a lot. So you might want to add all of these things to your favorite places. The last thing I'd like to cover is the top 10 strategies to succeed. So let's open that up and see what we got to do to be successful. Now, I originally created this for a hybrid learning class, but I think it can still apply. Number one, consistent effort is key, especially because we're moving so quickly. Number two, show up to class prepared. We don't have class, so how does this one apply? Well, you can't just sit down and start doing your homework without reading the material first and kind of understanding it. So that one is more of show up to do your homework prepared, show up to learn prepared. That's how we'll kind of use that one. 3 and 4, reach out for help when needed. Utilize the instructor office hours. I also have, if we need, we'll create some Zoom meetings where we can have targeted learning if you're really falling behind. I also said connect with your classmates and form study groups. This is often helpful because, talking about concepts and things within the class with your classmates, it helps the information really stick. So I highly recommend doing that. Time management will be huge, especially with the accelerated course timeline. A detailed study plan, I would start looking at what is coming up, not just this week, but in the following weeks. Because if you get off track, it's going to be difficult to get back on track. Stay in the books, and above all, maintain a positive attitude. You might get a little stressed out, or it might be a little bit difficult. Stay positive, work through it. Eventually you'll get it. That's the top 10. Like I said, I'll be producing little videos like this just as a general overview for each chapter and posting them. And the intent here is just to give you a little step-by-step on, what files are important, what things to look for. Anyway, I'm excited about the course. I hope you are too. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks.